Here we are, it's just about Easter, time to plant the garden. We got tomatoes, we got eggplants, and we got peppers. We're gonna plant that on to give you a couple of tips there on how to plant them. There's a trick or two with tomatoes that you can do, and I'll show you here. This is some of the red bounties we grew in the greenhouse. And what I will do is I'll dig a hole and I'll plant these tomatoes pretty deep, up to about right here. And all right in here, where these hairs is at, will come out will be feeder roots. Now what this does is it helps prop this plant up so it won't be so spindly and have a tendency to break off. And plus, it'll be a lot more stable. The roots will be way down in the soil so it can get moisture if it gets dry. And it just seems to do a lot better. Now that you cannot do with eggplants and peppers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how we plant our tomatoes, then I'll show you about the eggplants and pepper. We use drip tape on our tomatoes and peppers, so what I have to do is I have to dig down beside it. You can see the drip tape there. So I'll just dig down beside, take my trowel, dig it out real good. Got my tomato pretty deep. Then I'll use some of this good compost we got from Southern Compost Solutions. See how black and rich that is? I'll put it around there. Take my dirt, kind of move it around, firm it up. You want to press it down so that it's good and firm. There you go, that's the way you plant a tomato. Now your eggplants are a little different. Eggplant and pepper, both of those you want to plant on ground level, which is generally the rule for about 90% of what you plant. My gallus falls off on me there. So about everything you want to plant the same level it was in the pot. Tomatoes being one of those exceptions. I normally plant my tomatoes 2 feet apart. Eggplant and pepper, sometimes I'll go a foot apart. So I'll give you an idea how we plant these eggplants. Same thing, I'm gonna dig down, but not quite as far. Take some good compost and put around it there. All right, pretty much the same thing with the pepper. Just dig down. Be easy getting it out of the pot. Kind of prop it up. Again, put some of that good compost around it. And firm it up. Now, what we'll do on our tomatoes is we string ours because we grow a lot of tomatoes. So we'll put stakes down and we'll use our grow twine or either our cotton string to stake them up. On the eggplants and peppers, we don't grow near as many of those. Sometimes we stake them, but most of the time we use our tomato cages and our pepper cages for that. The square cages that we put down and supports that, that vine there. When it starts putting fruit on, especially these eggplants, they're gonna get real heavy. Peppers not so much, but I still like to use some kind of support system for it. So there you are, that's how you plant them. Thanks for watching.